It's an exclusive on the Rochdale child sex gang that has spent the last 3 years fighting deportation to their home countries. The revelation is that their legal aid bill has now cost more than £2 million to the British taxpayer. But the 9 men convicted in 2012 of sexual offences, often against children, including rape, trafficking, they have reached an astonishing £2 million of taxpayers' money. £44,000 in publicly funded legal help as well. The money is paid to lawyers acting for the paedophiles at trial, as well as funding years of lengthy appeals against government attempts to send them back to Pakistan. Our figures show that Ralph, who was told that he would be deported to Pakistan after serving time in prison, has now received, wait for it, £297,348,000 in legal aid. His British citizenship has been removed, so he's not even a British citizen anymore, but Pakistan, where he also held citizenship, has reportedly refused to take him back. He was jailed for 6 years after being convicted of conspiracy to engage in sexual activity with children, plural, under the age of 16, and trafficking for sexual exploitation. He was released after just 2.5 years. He was meant to be sent to Pakistan along with this chap, Adil Khan, who's now 53. Their lawyers appealed against that decision as well. A further appeal arguing that his deportation would breach his human rights was dismissed in 2022. And in August last year, immigration judges threw out another appeal from Ralph's lawyers. 7 other members of that vile rape paedophile gang have racked up combined legal costs of almost £1.5 million, straight out of your pocket.
What we do know is that in this town and in some of the towns, there are women survivors of those grotesque acts by men like this, and they bump into them in Tesco, which Can you imagine what that's like? Someone who has raped you, shared you round his friends, given you drugs to make you obedient, and they're still at large 10, 15 years later. Absolute travesty of what legal aid is intended for.
Now, millions of pounds so that they can just stay and live their normal family life, sure.
I think the country is a joke. We need to go back and completely look at the immigration system again. And the last thing to be said, of course, one of the defences they've been using is that it would be a violation of their human rights. What about the human rights of the young women? And someone says to you that they want to come out of ECHR and some very high up person says, oh, no, our international representation rep. Remember that this is the kind of thing that people see. It's being used to dodge our law to affect our young people.
But it's this endless appeals. And why are we not being able to send people to Pakistan?
What we are so busy doing is talking about our international rep. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We have to take firm action to defend our young people.